New England Candlepins is made possible through the generous support of the U.S. Candlepin Bowling Association. Learn more at uscandlepin.com. By Ryan Family Amusements in Millis, Massachusetts. Visit ryanfamily.com. By your community's public access channel. And by your Franklin friends and neighbors, good folks just like you. Thanks for supporting Franklin TV. And thanks for watching.
Welcome to New England Candlepins. I'm Jay Horrigan. We're here with our first two bowlers of our fall series of 2017. We're going to talk to Jason Gothier Jr. Jason, welcome back to the show. How have you been?
Pretty good. Great to be back.
It's great to have you here on National Bowling Day.
Oh, is it?
Really? That's awesome. Glad you knew that. We're done talking to you. Johnny Blais, got a couple of questions for you. Nothing having to do with bowling.
Okay.
What's been going on in your life?
Everything else?
Okay. I heard you've joined some kind of group that is involved with some...
It's some bowling team, that's all.
No. Some underworld activity, maybe.
Okay, yeah, there's rumors, but whatever.
Rumors that you may be involved with a organization that may be behind some gambling, things like that?
Yeah, he's the leader.
Oh, really? Okay. So these two are going to bowl against each other, but we're going to get in-depth, delve into what's really going on in John Blais's life and find out where he's going to spend the next 5 to 10 years. Could be in Danbury, where there's a federal prison. And we'll be back with our first match of the fall series in just a moment. And we are back here on the Fall Series, 2017 Fall Series of New England Candlepins, coming to you from Ryan's Family Amusement. First up is going to be Jason Gothier Jr. as I check the big scoreboard to my right. And I'm lucky enough to have with me here at the big commentating table Richie Myrick all the way down at the far end. And then in the middle, of course, as always, is Dave Chestercove. Dave has had some surgery. Dave, but you've recovered well. You're looking very good.
Yeah, I'm doing okay. I had a little hike taken out.
But they did that very well. Ooh, as Gothier has 9 pins down with 1 ball to go. Actually, we're joined here by Jeremy Seaholm.
Oh, it is Jeremy.
It is Jeremy.
I knew he looked familiar.
He did. And a 10 bucks there for Gothier in the first frame.
One of our first of many bowlers representing Western Massachusetts this taping.
You know, some people that aren't from Western Mass may say too many from Western Mass.
That's true.
Ooh,
That
Gothier with the strike.
That'll bring up John Blais out of Bogey Lanes. No stranger to the show. John's a 115 average. High single is a 169. His high triple is a 421. Off to the right on the head pin on that one, but he leaves just the 10 pin.
It's got a good clear shot at it.
And he picks it off. It's a good start.
Nice spare there by Blais. John Blais comes in as our number 4 seed. And Gothier, the 13 seed.
Just off the head pin a little bit.
7 on the fill. He's got the 1-2-4.
Jeremy, who helps run Ryan's here in Millis, who has been our host for a number of shows. Jeremy, how many people did you have come this time to try out for the show in the 6 roll-offs that you had?
We had 71 paid entries.
That's unbelievable. That's our best ever, correct?
For a summer.
That's unbelievable.
Last time we had 74, I think.
Well, we also had 2 more roll-offs.
True.
And it was in season, so 71 is a fantastic turnout. And we hope to see that number continue to trend upward as the season starts up in the fall.
So after 2 frames, Johnny Blais with the 7-pin lead over Jason Gothier Jr.
And Gothier leaves the Cagliari left, 4 horsemen plus the 9-pin. Picks out just the 9. He'll be disappointed with the 6 fill.
And a good out there, good 10 box.
Nice cleanup on the 10 on the outside of the 4 horsemen. Every pin very important in these sprint matches.
Oof.
There's a tough leave there with the 6-7.
Yeah, it looked like he had a good splash going in.
Although, what do you think? What do you think that wood on the left?
Well, I like it, Jeremy. I think if he gets all the way deep on it, he's going to be able to carry both pins. He's going to try it.
What a
Nice
shot!
Oh, great shot.
He read my mind.
Just deep enough on that wood.
Puts Gothier at 46 through 4 frames, working on a spare.
Johnny Blais is halfway to Worcester. Oh,
And
he
a
cleans
big-
it up. What a shot.
Big shot, big shot.
Timely shot. And that's maybe a 1 in 20 chance on that one. See what he can fill it up with.
Leaves the 3 horsemen again.
Yeah, off to the right side of the head pin again, but favorable leave. Just got to be happy with the count.
Johnny Blais wearing very fancy shoes, I'm noticing. Oh, unable. Oh,
Well, I think those are actually his duck pin shoes.
interesting. Is that a violation of ethics when it comes to Candlepin? Wearing another form of bowling shoes?
I didn't even know Duckpin made their own shoes.
And are those made by ducks?
Oh, the questions we have here on
We
New England
do.
Candlepins.
You know, and it's early. It's only in game 1.
Junior with a big 9 fill.
That 9 fill will give him a 2-pin advantage, 55-53 through the 4 completed boxes, and he picks
Right
off
on
the
it.
8-pin, nice and clean. Well done.
Gothier Jr. just starts so far back,
And another 9 fill.
but very effective for him. On this lane, lane 2 here, he starts his first shot. He started right off from behind the wood, and he picks up the spare again.
All over his singles.
Yeah, another 8-pin, and he hit it exactly the same way he did on lane 1. Identical boxes.
Well, our returning champion, Jason Doucette, does the same thing. He's all the way off the approach, too.
A nice ball from Blais, leaves the 6-pin.
A little bit of wood there to help.
Up against a couple marks. Could really use this one to start. He's all over it. Got ourselves a match brewing.
He's got to keep the pressure on. Stay with him.
How old is Jason Gothier?
I would like to say he is in his mid-20s, low to mid-20s
Go ahead
at
and
most.
Then go ahead and say it if that's what you'd like to say.
I think he's 34.
Thank you. Thank you.
Leaves the head pin.
He looks about 16.
He might be 16.
Well, I looked that way too until I hit 30.
17.
I will not speak for anyone other than myself. We all look young until that spot on the top of the head starts thinning out.
That started a long time ago for me.
Yeah.
7 on the fill for Gothier. 1-3-10. No wood. He's going to have to run this down cleanly.
Gothier here.
Just misses right.
In the 7th frame.
And an 8-box. Well, hopefully he'll continue his good luck on lane 20. Back in the pocket again, another 9 drop.
Leaves the 3-pin.
And again,
And
all
he
over.
picks it right in the face.
No single is safe.
Nope.
He is opposite just an 8-box, but that mark very, very important for Junior there.
Left of the head pin.
And he's got a jumble up there, the 1, 3, 4, 6, 7, 9. Goes both ways though.
Ooh.
Goes anyway.
Gonna get.
Everything but the head pin.
Yeah.
And he picks it for a 10.
He's got to match Junior here.
Really needs to find that leader. There it is.
On the head pin.
Is he going to get rewarded?
Leaves the 6, 7, 10. A little bit of wood to help.
Yeah, he's got 2 pieces on the right-hand side, one in front of the 6 and 10, one behind it. And then there's another piece that I think is what he's kind of looking at.
The one
Right where the
behind.
5-pin
The
used
one
to be.
behind or the one right in the middle?
One right in the middle. I think he's trying to, I think he's going to go left tip at this point on the right-hand side and try to utilize all 3 pieces.
Yep.
Good call. Unable to do it, but good call, Richie. Wow. Very impressive for early in the day. You are on your game.
Well, thank you, Jay.
Well, you're welcome. It'll head downhill quickly.
Oh, it always does. We
Hey,
always
very
start at the tip of the iceberg, and you know how global warming works.
Gauthier back on the head pin again.
What do you know? Another single. Kid's on fire. See what he decides to do here. He's got another clean shot, but might cheat the wood side just for Western Mass sake.
Nope.
Never mind. See a cap, play a cap, you know. He's got a nice, good pace going. Another mark right here, and he'll be in the 150s.
Great first ball.
Smokes the 1-3 pocket again. He's got the 4-7. Piece of wood in front of the 4 is going to roll all the way up to the lip. A little bit tricky here. It's got a slight right-hand angle.
Oh, he steals
Oh,
it.
nice.
Little bit of luck there. So he's sitting 146 in a ball. And
Oh,
And another 8 fill.
I think 154.
Fantastic game. Well, that'll mathematically do it. Blais would have needed a 4-bagger in order to win this match. So that spread eagle is going to advance Jason Gothier Jr. to our, well, how do you like to say it, Jay? Elite Eight?
To our Elite Eight. Well, we'll say our quarterfinals. You know why?
We can go quarterfinals.
We'll go quarterfinals now.
I mean, we can go Elite Eight if you want.
Now, you know, we've had some in-house changes, staff changes, so we'll go to quarterfinals for you.
Jason Gothier Jr. is going to advance to the quarterfinals of New England Candlepins. How about that?
With a loud 154.
It wasn't quiet.
No.
He didn't throw very many balls either. I think he had, how many marks, Jeremy? I got him at 6 or 7 there.
7.
Yeah, 7. Yeah.
A lot of 9 drops. And he picked every single one of them.
So the 154 to 111. Quick story on 111. That was my room number, sophomore year in college. And I can make that story longer. Maybe I will when we come back to talk to our bowlers. Or maybe I won't. They're hoping I don't. Okay, we'll be back in just a moment. And we're back here with our bowlers from our first match. First, John, you didn't bowl poorly, but Jason bowled very, very well.
Yeah, a lot of 9 and pick. That's the game of bowling right there. You can hit your singles, you're going to win a lot of matches.
You know, you say that, and one thing, he picked up he had a lot of 9 balls, and he picked up every single pin, which in the past we've had a lot of shows where games have come down to guys missing those single pins, and he didn't leave a single pin, and it's tough to beat someone that's hitting every one of those.
Yeah, that's exactly right. Some of those could have fallen for hammers. You could have had a 170 game for all I know because, I mean, every single ball he put on 9 was crushed. So.
And you just seemed, at least the first half of the match, just a little bit off that head pin. The pins weren't maybe bouncing, falling the way you would wanted them to.
Yeah, no, I wasn't sharp. I wasn't sharp at all bowling today. So come back next time, hopefully throw a better score.
Well, we'll actually tell you the correct date next time when we have the roll-offs, and we'd be more than happy to have you here. For you, your money, it's not all there because as the first bowler out, you do pay for lunch.
Yeah.
So
right, where are we
thank
going?
you for that. We're not telling you you're not invited, but thank you for stopping by. All right. Jason, great job. I got to ask you, how old are you?
19.
See, 19. These guys didn't know anything. Your Western Mass buddy over there, Richie, thought you were 34. I thought you were 16, so I was closer in age, so I win that pool. So you bowled very well. You obviously felt very comfortable up there.
Oh, yeah.
Have you been bowling that well all summer, or is it just you fell into a groove today?
I've been in a slump at the beginning of the summer and finally getting back into a good groove and felt comfortable up there.
Is that because you're here on our show? Is it because you're around me? Or is it because Richie isn't talking to you?
I'd say it's probably because of the house. I love bowling at Millis.
Well, that's good. Jeremy's glad to hear that. That we'll use actually for an advertisement for Ryan's Family Amusement. So, all right, we've got our first winner of the day. We'll be back with our bowlers for our second match in just a moment. Welcome back for our second match of our first show of the 2017 Fall Series. We're here with Tim Heiser. You right? Yeah. So, Tim, do me a favor. Pronounce your last name for me.
Haesaert?
Well, that's good enough. Congratulations. I'm glad you got it right. I didn't want to say it for you because it was a test for you. Tim, where do you bowl from?
Agawam Bowl in Agawam, Massachusetts.
Says it right there in your shirt, not shorts. These are shirts. Short sleeve shirt. That's what I was trying to say. So you were cheating there looking at the shirt. How have you been bowling?
Pretty good recently. I'm holding a 120 average right now in my summer league.
Okay, and this is your first time on our show?
Yes, first time on this show.
All right, you been on other shows?
That's a trick question because I have been on another show, but it never got aired on national television. So I made the taping and everything, but it never got showed.
Okay, we're international because people have seen us in France and in Brussels.
Nice.
So get ready for that. Get ready for an international fandom to start following you around the world. Okay, have you ever bowled against this guy?
Yes, I have in our singles tour.
Okay, any issues?
Nope.
There will be. Mike Legendre, welcome back. How have you been?
I've been good.
We haven't seen you for a while.
Yeah, I've been bowling well. Now I'm back to where I was before.
Well, that's good. Are you ready to come back, try to start dominating again?
Yes, going back to where I was before. Throw the 155 games like I used to, yes.
Well, that's awesome. It was great when I saw your name moving up the leaderboard with all the roll-offs.
Right.
So that's exciting. You must feel really good about your game.
Yes, I'm a lot better now than I was before, so.
And if you have to, you can always try to trip Tim.
Yeah.
Again, he's from Western Mass.
Yeah,
Those Western Mass guys, they're used to stuff like that.
Okay, that's fine.
All right, so this could be a real bloodbath. We're looking forward to it. I know I am. Hopefully everybody else is, and well, if you're not, I am, so that's really all that matters. We'll be back with the bloodbath right after this. Welcome back to New England Candlepins in our fall series of 2017 on National Bowling Day. Again, Jeremy Seaholm, Richie Myrick.
Nice.
Jeremy, you're...
Nice.
Wow, Dave.
Unseated the usurper.
Wow. Dave Chestercove has snuck into the building. Dave.
Oh, that is Dave, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
Oh, wow.
Surprise.
Nice of you to stop by.
Yeah, I'm glad I could be here.
Hope we're not inconveniencing you by having the big show today.
No, that's all right. I just figured I'd be fashionably late today.
Well, if anybody can pull it off, it's you.
Excellent.
Okay, we're going to stop talking now. Let
Yes.
Tim start bowling.
Absolutely.
Okay, Tim, good luck.
I was getting used to Jeremy.
I kind of like Jeremy. I thought he did a good job.
Usurper. Tim. Oh, what a great start. Buries the pocket. Looks like he's going to drop 9. Leaves just the 4-pin.
And a lot of wood.
Plenty of wood out there.
Thank you.
How to check in, Jay Horn.
Thank you. That's
why
what I'm here for.
That's why they pay you the big bucks.
Thank
Shouldn't
you.
be a problem. And there it goes.
A lucrative contract extension.
That's right.
So Tim off to a fast start with a big spare in the first frame.
So you'd call that, Dave, a fair start, not a good start, a fair start.
Sure.
That's what you called it.
Sure.
Just trying to get your interpretation.
Let's see what he fills it with. I think that
Okay.
might tell
Absolutely,
us a
yeah.
little
See,
something.
I don't like to jump the gun. See, only 2.
See, now that's just a fair start because 10 of those
You're
is
right.
120, which is exactly Tim Haesaert's average. He bowls out of Agwan Bowl. He's a 120 average. High single at 191, high triple 445,
It's on pace.
and that is how you segue seamlessly, boys.
Whoa, whoa.
All right, that was a foul. He went over the line.
Yeah, that'll be a
So
foot
that ball will
foul.
not count. So he still only has 2 pins down.
That's going to cost him 4 pins.
So if he cleans this up, he'll get a fancy 6-box. And it'll just be a 2-box. Unfortunate for Tim.
So it'll be just 14 for 2.
Next up, Mike Legendre. Mike, coming back to our show with a spread eagle.
That's correct, Jay.
Thank you.
Very impressive.
Thank you. Thank you.
You're becoming a learned man in the world of Candlepin lingo.
Thank you. Well, I'm an athlete.
Oh, look at this. Hits the 3-pin off the wall. Nearly gets them
Oh.
all. Everything but the 10-pin.
It's a heck of a bid.
And a good-looking 10-box.
That is a good 10 to start. Anytime you can get 10 off the spread eagle, you're happy with that.
Indeed. Now Mike here, home lanes is Millis. Averages 109 here. Has a high single 184, a high triple of 454. Mike a little off the headpin on this box, but he gets the headpin to fall. Back door. Leaves the 3, 6, 8, 10. Looking to play the 3-pin here. Finds the hole. All important pins here. Great looking 9-box.
That is a good 9. Gives him 19 for 2.
Gives him 5-pin lead.
And we'll see how Tim rebounds here.
Powerball.
Oh.
Well, he took the scenic route, but there's a lot of ways to down 10.
There certainly is. Right into the 3-pin.
There was a lot of English on that wood that came forward, too.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
A little extra
Wood
juice
move
on
forward.
that ball.
Takes out the 2-pin and the head.
Sometimes a break like that is just enough to get you going in the right direction.
Exactly.
See if you can find the head pin here.
And he does. Looking for the
get the
double.
double?
Will he get it?
Is that
That
5-pin gonna
5-pin
fall?
does not want to go.
Jeez, I thought that was going over.
Going to navigate with the wood. And he
over.
gets it.
Nice spare.
So, Mike, despite being up 5, he is opposite striking a spare. So we'll have to do a little something to stay pace with him. Leaves the 1, 2, 5, 8, 9 piece of wood. Really in front of the 9, 8, yeah, the 8-pin there, but not much you can do with it. Everything but the head pin.
He didn't miss that by much.
And a 9 bucks.
Gives him 28 through 3. So he's down 6 and he's opposite a spare.
Just off to the head pin to the right side. Almost pulls out a backdoor strike of his own. Leaves the 1, 2.
Good action on that ball.
And he
Nice
makes it
pickup.
go away.
Cleans it up
Well
nicely.
done.
It's a timely mark. Keeps him within 6.
Absolutely.
All of a sudden, a little bit of pressure to stay ahead for Tim Haesaert here.
All important fill for Tim.
What you got to like about quick 10-box matches like this. It's a quick sprint.
Every pin matters. Can't let up.
Both bowlers working off spares in the 4th frame.
Haesaert off to the right. Still carries 5. He's got the 1, 2, 4, 5, and 9. There's wood behind the 5 and the 9.
Should help him carry the 9.
Yeah, he's going to want to try to drive this home a little bit.
And he does.
That's a great shot.
Yeah.
So impressive rebound for Tim.
It's a big time ball.
He's got 4 marks in 5 frames.
The only frame he didn't mark in was the one
frame,
where he had
yeah.
a footing issue.
Yeah, he had a little slip and a little tumble forward. But he's rebounded quite nicely, and that's what you got to do in this game. Lot of love down there. Gets 7 of them. Leaves the 1, 3, 7 pin piece of wood in between the head pin and the 7 pin. Should help carry the 7. Plays the 1, 3. Not able to convert this one. Love to get a 10 bucks though. Keep the pressure on Mike. And he does. So that's 76 through 6 for Tim.
It's a big ball here for Mike Legendre.
Absolutely.
Working on 38 through 4.
Currently down 6, so and another mark coming up in the next frame.
Good ball.
Good looking ball. Wants one of those to go.
Wow.
Oh wow.
Brutal break. Leaves the 4-5.
Great fill. He does make up 3 pins, but
Do you use that piece of wood?
There's a piece of wood behind the 5J, but I don't think it helps much.
yep.
That's a really tough one. Still a little bit of time left, but
yeah. If he can come back with a
Oh yeah, still
mark
plenty
here.
of time. All right, leaves the 4 horsemen left plus the 10 pin. A beautiful piece of wood in front of the 10 pin. Looking to make your shot. Oh, wow. Everything but the 10 pin.
head pin bounce right off the right sidewall, just in front of the 10.
But he gets a 10.
Still within shouting distance.
Absolutely. So Tim looking to build on his 12-pin lead. Oh, great looking ball. Just like Mike, the 2 boxes prior.
Yeah.
Great looking ball, does not have much to show for it. Leaves the 5-7 piece of wood right out in front of the 5-pin.
Yeah, and it flattened out, or excuse me, it straightened out a little bit. So really, all he's got to, his only play that he has is he's got to play the cap.
Yep.
Spin it right in.
Try to
He's gonna give it a
get the-
chance.
Oh, wow.
That was a heck of a bid.
Well, you were right, Richie. That's what I would have done too. Play the cap.
That's what I would have done
See what
too, I
happens.
think, as well. Or
sure?
I would have walked down the lane and just knocked them both down.
No, you wouldn't have played the curtain?
I might have.
Okay, just checking.
I might have.
The reset button works too.
That's probably what I would have done. I would have gone and gotten a slice of pizza. So Haesaert with 85 through 7.
Good looking score. Great looking ball. Oh, wow. You got to be kidding.
Yep, and that piece of wood's going to roll in
That's
the gutter
worse than
and
the
just
last
make
one.
it even more
Yeah.
miserable.
That's the 9. No, the 8-10.
That's the
Nothing.
8-10. Got to kick the 10 pin off the wall is your only prayer at this
Yeah.
one.
I would definitely go right to the curtain here.
Oh, he's looking pretty good. Oh, almost.
Another good bid at it, honestly.
I would not
did.
have, that would not have been my strategy on that shot.
Well, this will leave the door open for Mike Legendre.
It's a good 10 from Haesaert, though. As you say, though, DC, it does leave the door open.
Mike manages to get 1 mark. He'll set himself up for an opportunity.
2 marks puts him in the lead with
2
good
marks,
fills.
yeah. That was my next sentence. Oh, it's a 3-pin, gets just 2. Takes out the 3-6
Yeah,
and
that's-
still leaves the 6-pin on the lane.
That's not the 2 you expect. Usually it's the 3 and the 9 in that one, but nope, the 3-6, and there's still a piece there.
Oh, wow. Made a good bid at that one. Still leaves the check mark left. 2, 4, 5, 7. Cleans it up for a 10. He'll gain a pin. Just 2. I know Mikey would love a mark here.
Now he's chasing a baker's dozen. It's time to go now.
Just off to the left.
Not a bad lead,
Leaves
though.
a makeable spare, though. 1, 3, 6, 7. Pieces of wood behind the 3 and the 6-pin.
Yeah, those are angled straight at the 7. All he has to do is make the 3 horsemen.
Oh, not able to. I know Mike pretty well. He won't be happy with that last ball.
No.
That's the one he wanted. But it's still not over yet.
13 pins. 2 to go. Although Haesaert could put a real stranglehold on it here.
Yep. Spare 7, 10, or strike 7, 10 will force Mikey to throw a double to win. Half was to right.
You can tell by the sound. It's a familiar crunch. It's a good bid.
Yeah, it's a very good bid. Outside the head pin on the right side. It's everything but the 2.
It's a gutsy bit as well going on the outside.
Yeah.
And just 8.
Puts him at 102. Excuse me, 103.
And it keeps...
Made me check my own math. Usually I'm wrong.
It keeps Mike Legendre in the match.
It'll certainly
with an
make things
opportunity.
interesting.
Yeah.
It could potentially make Mike's spills easier, but Tim still has a box to play with here. And just 3.
That's a tough ball. Off to the left.
Basically the half was to the left minus the 5 pin. Can he convert? Oh my goodness.
Wow. Really good
Everything
effort.
but the 7.
Great effort.
More importantly, a very big count, and especially if he gets this 10.
Indeed. Be a little under his average here. Just 9.
And that 9 is actually really big, DC.
It does.
It puts him at 112, which means Legendre needs 30 pins in order to get out.
30 pins to tie and force overtime, 31 to win. So he still needs 2 marks. But the fills are a lot easier to get to that 31. Big ball here. Well, he leaves my favorite shot. 1, 2, 4, 6, 8, and 10. No wood.
Needs the 10 here.
Yeah, he's gonna have to get a big
Big
out here and then a double.
If he does get the 10, he doesn't need a double.
Oh, that's true.
If he 10s. Oh, just 6.
Wow.
And that will require a double now. That's your favorite shot. You're a sick man.
I know. I just leave it all the time.
I think we kind of knew he was a sick man.
My favorite shot's the 4 Horsemen, pretty much for the same reason.
There's one. Oh, there's one.
one.
There's one.
He's a ball away. Mike Legendre asking a question. Has he got a double in him?
Here it comes.
Has he got a
right
double
on the
in
head
him?
pin. Oh.
Up to 2-1. It's an excellent effort.
Certainly was.
Turned into a pretty good match.
Certainly did. And just 7. So final score looks like it's going to be 105 to 112. Yep, that's what we got on the screen. So Tim will advance to face, I believe it's Jason Gothier Jr. threw a stellar 154 in the opening match against John Blais.
But DC wouldn't know that because
He wasn't here.
he wasn't here.
He wasn't.
I was in the back.
He was spectating.
I was behind the curtain.
Pay attention to that. No, pay no attention to the man behind the curtain.
And we'll be back to talk to our bowlers in just a moment.
Maybe.
Or not. And we're back here with our bowlers. First, we'll talk to Mike. Mike just seemed a little bit off.
Yeah, you know, the first box they hit the head pin, the last box they hit the head pin. Everything in the middle didn't hit the head pin.
Yeah, the 8 boxes in between just off.
Yeah, it's just 2 pin, 3 pin, not where I should be. You know, you don't hit the head pin, you're not going to get quality hits. And a couple of shots I hit, it didn't go, but that's the difference of the game. You know.
Right. It seemed though that you weren't that far off. You were close,
Right.
but you just couldn't pull it back.
Right, like the 3 Horsemen, I just missed, you know, and then the four and the 1, I hit that one clean, didn't carry over to the 10. So there's your difference of the game right there by just that 1 mark. So.
Right. No, in those frames where you had some frames where your first ball was not that great, but there were a couple of frames, even with that happening, you hit that second shot, you're right there.
Right, and you need that little bit of luck to fall on your side, and it didn't fall on my side. But hats off to Tim. He bowled better than I did. So.
Yeah, Tim bowled very well. He'll advance for you, $75.
Thank you.
It was great to have you back. I'm sure we'll see you back again soon. So good seeing you. Tim, congratulations. You're going to move on to our quarterfinals. You bowled Not your best, I'm sure, but you bowled well enough to move on in a one-string match. That's the name of it. Name of the game.
Yep. Had that foot foul early in the second box with the 2 box. I'd rather have it early on than towards the end of the game. That's for sure.
What happened on that? We were behind you, obviously. It just looked like I don't know if your foot got caught or you just misstepped.
Well, I'm actually bowling in new shoes today. This is only my second time bowling in them, so I'm still trying to get used to the slide and everything in them.
The old new shoes issue. Son of a gun. Okay. Well, hopefully that won't affect you coming up in your quarterfinal match. Hopefully you'll feel a little more comfortable. But you're right. You put that behind. You only picked up 4 pins in that frame. But then you came right back the next 2 frames, and you marked in those.
Yep. Yeah, strike and then a spare. Almost a double.
Yeah.
Wobbling 5.
So you were able to... You had that mistake. You were able to correct it. You were able to then fix it and come back with the 2 marks, which kind of made that mistake. It ended up not costing you.
Yep. I'm glad I was able to pull out of that mistake.
And fortunately for you, unfortunately for Mike, the mistake didn't cost you. Where if Mike's on his game, a lot of times Mike pounces on something like that.
Yeah.
Well, hey, good job by both of you. Mike, again, it was great to have you back on the show. It's been a while, so it's always good to have you on the show. So, and Tim, congratulations. So that's going to wrap up our first show of the fall series of 2017, or as I should say, the 2017 fall series of New England Candlepins. I'd like to thank the people here at Ryan's Family Amusement. Turn in, or tune in, can turn or tune, whatever's easier, for our next show. That'll be coming up shortly. For everybody at Franklin TV and Ryan Family Amusement, I'm Jay Horrigan. We'll see you next time on New England Candlepins. New England Candlepins is made possible through the generous support of the U.S. Candlepin Bowling Association. Learn more at uscandlepin.com. By Ryan Family Amusements in Millis, Massachusetts. Visit ryanfamily.com. By your community's public access channel. And by your Franklin friends and neighbors, good folks just like you. Thanks for supporting Franklin TV. And thanks for watching.